It sounds like my whole trailer is gonna be blown out the trailer park. It is so windy today. I'm gonna make this new meal I've never made before. And honestly, I didn't even know what the main course of the meal was before yesterday when I went to the grocery store and looked for it. Kind of a fancy meal for me. I ain't never tried it before, so don't go running off to the store just yet to get the ingredients. Wait till later on in the video. We'll tell you if it tastes like turd or not. It better not with how expensive it was. But I wanted to do something special because you guys know we didn't get to celebrate Thanksgiving. And while I am planning a Thanksgiving meal at the end of this upcoming week, I still want to do something special now for the kiddos and do something we've never really done before.
All 5 of us kiddos.
All 5 of you kiddos. Also, Shane really wanted something different too, and he likes stuff similar to this, so we're going to be making brisket in the crock pot. Now, if you're like me and you're not sure what brisket was, I've heard of brisket before, but I didn't know it was edible. I thought it was like a basket or something like that. I don't know. Like you hear about brisket in the smoker, but it sounds like like you go to Dollywood and you see the weavers like making the quilts, and you see like the glass burners.
Now they are making the brisket.
There they are making that old brisket. That's what I thought it was, like baskets. Apparently it's a whole daggone slab of meat that costs like 50 bucks. No, I didn't go buy that one. I kind of cheated. I didn't go buy the whole brisket. I bought the left butt cheek. Like I couldn't pay $50 for a brisket. Also, it was like that big and it wouldn't fit in a crock pot anyway. So I cheated and got a little one. It does say corned brisket, so I don't know if it's flavored with corn. If it is flavored with corn, then we'll have to like do some stuff to get the corn flavor out. What does it mean, corned brisket? What is that?
Like corned beef?
Yeah, like it's kind of like corned beef. What is that? Stuff like that really confuses the heck out of me. Where's my brisket at, Shane? Let me show you specifically what my brisket looks like. Oh, she juicy. Ooh. So this is what I got. It says Grobbles. As Tentor said, it looks questionable to me. Grobbles Gourmet. Ooh, gourmet. Grobbles Gourmet Traditional Flat Cut Corned Beef Brisket. So I'm assuming it's flavored with corn. Why would they flavor this with corn though? That's so confusing. This is what we're using today. This was literally half the price. Well, less than half the price of the actual brisket. We're gonna pop this sucker in the crock pot and go off of a Pioneer Woman crock pot recipe I found on the internet. Ray, this better be good. If it comes out tasting like a fart, I am billing her. I will send her a bill. Bless Johnny, I will. I mean it. I ain't kidding. Ray Drummond will be getting correspondence from Fearfully Created. Pioneer Woman, you don't know Pioneer Woman's real name?
That was her name, Pioneer Woman.
Yeah, because when a baby comes out of you, the first thing you say is, that looks like a Pioneer Woman. Let's name it Pioneer Woman.
People are out there naming their babies Gertie. Anything.
Don't hate on Gertie. I like that name. Leave Gertie alone. I like that name a lot, actually. I love old names like that. Yeah, like Gertie and Gertrude and Phyllis and Francis. I love names like that.
Broomhilda.
I like Hilda, too.
No, I said Broomhilda.
Broomhilda?
Yeah, Broomhilda.
I ain't never heard of a Broomhilda. But, I mean, it's pretty.
You've never heard of Broomhilda?
No. No, that's probably why I ain't heard of her. She said 2 potatoes, but 2 potatoes ain't gonna feed a fly. Ooh, I need to wash these off so we don't get worms. Hold on. She also said 2 stalks of celery, and that we can do. I need to wash that one off too because it looks like it has dirt on it. Here comes your first Fearfully Created question of the day. Does celery grow under the ground? This is randomly the stuff I think about while I'm going about my day. I'm gonna start off by peeling these taters. If I give y'all heart attacks while I'm peeling these taters because you think I'm gonna chop my fingers off, don't. I've been peeling my taters like this for as long as I can remember because I don't know how to properly peel a tater. So if I ain't lost a finger by now, I never say never, but I think I'm out of the woods, honestly. Watch me cut off my finger here on the video. That would just be awesome. That one has a big old dip in it. I don't know how she thought she was going to get away with just 2 taters and that big old brisket. 2 taters are going to disintegrate. Ouch! 2 taters are going to disintegrate in a crock pot in a matter of like 2 hours. You got to add bulk in there. I can't imagine that her husband, because her husband's like a rancher. He's like an actual cowboy. a legitimate cowboy, modern day cowboy, I can't imagine that she just puts 2 potatoes in his brisket meal. There ain't no way. When you get your taters looking as pitiful as that, you're gonna wash them off again. 2 times a charm, and that's how you know you ain't gonna get no worms. I don't really know if you can get worms from potatoes, but we're just taking precautions over here.
She's gonna keep on way out here.
Is she? Tater's outside using the bathroom, and the wind is so high that she's about to get blown away.
She's looking at me like I'm trying my hardest.
I bet her ears are going everywhere too.
What the heck, Tater?
Now tell me these ain't going to disintegrate in the crock pot, but that's what her picture looked like, so we're gonna try it. I threw a rotten one in there because I had a rotten one. Where are you at? Where are you at? I saw you earlier. Maybe I'm just imagining. Ouch! Maybe I'm just imagining something. I just burnt the holy flower out of my arm. Ow! I don't know where it's at. Is this it? No. Oh well, I can't find the rotten tater. I don't think I'm supposed to eat this part. Am I? I don't know. Oh, look at this. I got me a roller going. Okay, Chef Merina. Emerald, move out the way. Second fearfully created question of the day. Who took a tater and thought to peel it? Why don't we just eat the skin on the tater? And who said that it was appropriate to leave the skin on the baked tater, but it was inappropriate to leave the skin on a fried tater or a boiled tater? I have so many questions I'm going to ask Jesus whenever I get to heaven. That's one of them. Alright, so now we're doing something that I don't really know why we're doing, and it don't make sense to me, but we are pouring some canola oil in the skillet, and we're going to, I think they call it sear the brisket. Don't really know what that does other than make it presentationalized. It might trap like the juices in there or something, I'm not sure, but we're going to sear it and brown it on each side and then put it in the crock pot. Sounds like a whole lot of unnecessary steps to me, but we're going to trust the process. Ooh, why is it gooey? I don't think it's supposed to be that hot. We're just going to brown it. Oh, we don't. We're not going to cook this in it. I was about to melt the whole packet of seasoning. Me over here holding these tongs like they're going to do much of anything, but they're the only tongs I got. Actually, I might have new tongs. Do I have new tongs? Are these bigger? Woo! I forgot I had these suckers. Ooh. Is that brown? That don't look very brown. That's more like a taupey color. Y'all, look at me getting out of chicken nugget territory though. Like, we're trying new stuff. I ain't never had a brisket before. Bink smells it because he's over here under my feet. Alright, I think we gotta get the ends of it too though. Ooh, oh, it's so hard to flip. Ooh. Oh, flip over. There you go. Alright, we're just gonna do this. Alright, now that it's a taupey color, we're just going to take it on over here and put it in the crock pot. Don't ask me the whole point in those steps. I'm sure some of our more seasoned friends on here will tell us in the comments why that's so necessary. Wash my hands. Say your prayers, because Jesus and germs are everywhere. Onions. We're going to chop up, well, I got the peeler. We're going to chop up this here onion. Leave all this stuff from the brisket in there. And let them get soft. That sizzling is so satisfying. Now, I think I was supposed to sliver that, but an onion's an onion, so it should be fine. Once these get a little bit soft, we're going to add just about a tablespoon of minced garlic. Like so. And only cook that for a minute, because nobody wants to eat bitter garlic, because bitter garlic tastes like skunk. Ask me how I know. We're going to just toss all of that in there. Now we're supposed to put a can of beer, and I don't have beer. So we're gonna do some apple juice, because I read on Google that you can substitute applesauce for beer. That's about a can, right? Man, this looks like it's been through the ringer. It was the last apple juice that Walmart had, so. And you see the sweat I've worked up while cooking a daggone brisket. Don't have stewed tomatoes because in Walmart last night we went to the front and I forgot to get stewed tomatoes, and then we were going to walk back there to the back, and then we went by the Christmas aisle and we got sidetracked, so I don't have stewed tomatoes. So I'm going to use just a little bit, like half a can of tomato paste, because it's super concentrated, and then I'm gonna put stuff in there like garlic and onion and salt and pepper, just to like spice it up a little bit and give it spirit fingers, and then we're gonna put it in there and use it instead of the stewed tomatoes. I'm just gonna do half of a can of this, about that much right there, and then I'm gonna dress it up with some onion powder, some garlic powder, some pepper, and a little bit of salt. Get that all mixed up in there, and it's supposed to give you the illusion that it is stewed tomatoes. I don't know if I've ever ate a stewed tomato in my life, so I won't really be able to tell, so I'm just trusting their opinion at this point. We're just gonna plop it in here. Man, that stuff is thicker than a Snicker. Hey Siri, do you have to refrigerate red wine vinegar?
Here's what I found from healthline.com. As long as your red wine vinegar is in a glass bottle and tightly closed, it should last indefinitely without any risk of spoilage or foodborne illness. You can store it in a cool, dark place to preserve the quality.
Y'all probably hear Siri in the background explaining to me that I don't have to refrigerate this red wine vinegar. All it takes is a fourth. What in the? That's gonna take all day to get out. We're doing a fourth a cup of red wine vinegar. Don't even know what this stuff is. Never even heard of it in my life, but a fourth a cup. I'll have all this written out for you, by the way, in case you want to try it. Man, that smells like a big old batch of colored Easter eggs. Woo! Dang on. I'm gonna stick a bouillon cube in there. I was technically supposed to mix this with the beer, but because I did applesauce, I just thought that sounded nasty. Bouillon and apple. Did I say applesauce? Bouillon and apple juice. So I'm gonna toss this in there now. It should be fine. If not, then learn by my mistake. I've also never used one of these before in my life. Don't even know if these have to be refrigerated. Do I take it out of this little Christmas present wrapper? Why did they put it in little Christmas present wrappers? Oh, that smells like beef stew. I'm just gonna toss it in there. That should be fine. The juices should get to it. I also have to add about 3 tablespoons of brown sugar. We're going to hit it with some tablespoons of spicy brown mustard. I'm going to do about 3 tablespoons, but I'm measuring with my eyes. I think that's 3 tablespoons. And then around 3 tablespoons of soy sauce too. This sucker has the whole supermarket in it. Squirt it on that bouillon cube so it can kind of dissipate it. Dissipate is my word for the week because I've been using that. Actually, it's word for the month. Okay, we're doing 2 tablespoons of molasses. Man, why does molasses sound so good, but it smells like a fart? Ew. Paprika. Some salt. Some pepper. And last but not least, a bay leaf, whatever that is. Kind of looks like a tree star from The Land Before Time. Just one? Okay. What the heck? Put the lid on it. Alright, I'm putting the lid on it if I can figure out how. There we go. Alright, so you can cook this on low and it'll be better. And you cook it for 8 to 10 hours. But because I'm running behind, always chasing my tail, we're going to cook it on high for about 6 hours. Now that that marathon's been ran, let's move on with our day. I finally got dinner in the crock pot, but it's now time to think about lunch. Shane saw these at Walmart. And he has been looking for these for forever, and our Walmart hasn't had them in stock. So he found these at the pepperoni pizza, Surfer Boy pizzas. I think they're from a show he watches, Stranger Things. They're from Stranger Things. So this is what we're going to do for lunch. It's just a quick, easy lunch today. While I have a break in the day, I'm going to try shaving my couch with an actual shaver. A bunch of you guys have said I can use just an actual, like, Shane shaver. I didn't want to say that too loud because I don't know how he's going to feel about me using his shaver on the couch yet. but a bunch of guys have said I can use one of those and avoid going to buy, there we go, avoid going to buy another couch shaver. So I'm gonna try that and see if it works. Hopefully I don't rip my couch. If I let out a holler that sounds like a dying cow, then you know I messed up my couch. But I've got, even Shane commented on it last night. He said, I didn't even really pay attention until you mentioned it. He said, but I was laying here watching TV and I felt that. He said, it messed with me and it felt really uncomfortable. So when Shane's noticing stuff like that, that's when I know something needs to be done about it. Is it trivial? Yeah. I mean, does it really affect us? It honestly does affect me because my sensories, but like, no, it could be like, we would be fine if it stayed that way. But I do want to, it looks really bad and it doesn't feel too hot either, so I do want to get it taken care of. You can tell it definitely, definitely needs shaved all over it. Even the back cushions are starting to peel up. So we're going to see if Shane's razor works on it. I will say that brisket, it smells interesting right now. I guess it's because it literally has all of Walmart in it. We are going to start on the ottoman. We're going to start on the ottoman. I love the far out of you. We're going to start on the ottoman and hope for the best. Please don't let me mess this up, Lord. In Jesus' name. Oh, in Jesus' name, amen. Thanks. I have to shave. No, we have to go with the grain. What is it? Is that what they use on you? It already died. It wasn't very, oh, but that feels so much better. But look at all that. Like, that came off just that little area right there. Okay, this is going to work. This will work. So it's going to take a while for that to charge. So I need to find something to do. Huh?
It should take too long.
So I got to find something to do until it gets done charging. Banksy boy. My baby. The Banksers. The baby. You want me to... Look how stinking cute. I found this at Walmart. I was literally looking for a Christmas wax warmer and I couldn't find one in the regular wax warmer stuff. But Shane and Colton went over to the Christmas stuff in Walmart and they had this. They had a green one too, but since I go with red everything for Christmas, I decided to get this one. But I'm going to switch my church out with this one for now. That was morbid. I gotta show you guys Shane's little DIY Christmas villagers. He made us all into Christmas villagers. Look how stinking cute. Look, he's got me and him. He made my hair out of paper towels. He's got me and him. And then he's got Colton over here who takes his caroling very seriously. And then he's got JC and Jolie over here singing together. And then Cameron's trying to run off to the hot cocoa bar because that has Cammy written all over it. Look how cute. I love them. I thought it was so creative how he made my hair out of paper towels. I love how Colton just takes his caroling so seriously. And take this trash out because it is extra stinky. It's not full, but it is like stinking at the house. And my gingerbread wax melts are beginning to get tainted. So I'm going to run this out real quick.
It's windy out here.
This wind's about to pick up my 300-pound butt and put me somewhere. You can tell a huge difference from this, which is the cushions on my couch that I have yet to shave. It's peely, the fabric is just stringy, it doesn't look good, it doesn't feel good either. It gets on my nerves so bad. But the difference between that and this is 100% difference. This is so smooth and velvety, I love it. So Shane made these little Christmas villagers I showed you guys earlier, but I'm really wanting him to make me a snowman one. These are really cool because they're like these little DIY Christmas villagers, like DIY Christmas decor. Colton's had his hands on this one. But they're just, where'd you get these, Hobby Lobby?
Yeah. No. Yeah, it was Lowe's.
Lowe's. These are from Lowe's.
Thank you, Jay.
And they're like shaped like little people. Shane made our whole family minus the puppers. So he couldn't do the puppers. Maybe we can figure out something else, you think, for the puppies?
Maybe we can come up with something.
I want a snowman though. So I think Shane's gonna paint this and he's gonna turn it into a snowman for me. Let's see if he can turn this into a snowman.
So I think the first thing we need to do to this little fella that has already developed a bit of a personality, Mr. Pencil, we need to take him back down to 0, and we need to turn him into a frosty white snowman. Do you still not want this? Do you want that one?
I'll make it try with that.
Okay, I'm glad you did that now. Because he was about to go under the microscope. He was about to have some surgery.
His name is Mr. Skeletor.
Oh, okay, we're taking Mr. Skeletor. So, we're taking Mr. Skeletor and we're putting him under construction.
Oh, help me. Carefree.
Colton has provided great voice work.
I'm stealing y'all from Shane, and y'all are coming over here to cook with me. Little rotten booger, Daddy's gonna be back in here. Yeah, he is. These are my famous taters. I make these all the time and my family loves them. I just use the golden taters, some oregano. I use some minced garlic, quite a bit of minced garlic because we love the garlic around here. Some salt and some pepper. And on fancy days when I want to get a little tangy, I put a whole packet of ranch seasoning mix. If you like it tangy, you can use ranch seasoning, but if you don't like it tangy, then just stick with the garlic butter ones. You're going to add just your minced garlic, butter, and some oregano, and you're done. You'll see here I was cutting up the brisket, and I never cooked brisket, never cut up brisket, so the pink was throwing me off. I had to do some deep tissue investigating to make sure I wasn't feeding a salmonella. Here I am doing just that. Okay, so the meat freaked me out for a minute. I was like, wait a minute. But then I had to Google and it said that corned brisket stays pink and red because of the nitrates in it.
In my cardboard box, rocket ship.
Colton absolutely devoured his, and Shane gave it a 10 out of 10. I, however, could not eat it because I could not get past the color. That ottoman looks 50,000 times better. But it took me an hour and a half. Can you imagine how long it's going to take me to shave the entire couch? I can't do it tonight. There's no way. How is your snowman coming along?
Almost done with it.
Hit me with the snowman.
You want me to throw it at you?
No. Show me. Ah! Shame. That is so creative. Can we go to Lowe's and get more of these?
No!
Why?
That thing was a nightmare to me.
But it needs friends.
He's more of an introvert.
Oh my goodness. Wait, where's his arms?
He doesn't have one.
Why?
Because he's an introvert.
Well, introverts need arms. Look how unbelievably cute that is. Oh my gosh. I cannot wait to put him with the village. Literally made that with paints that we had and just a pack of those wooden things from Lowe's. That is such an affordable, cute little Christmas DIY.
Just call me Rob Boss.
I'm impressed. He literally made its little hat out of a toilet paper roll. How creative is that? I love it. I want 100 more. The brisket recipe will be linked down in the description box below. I hope you guys have a blessed morning, evening, night, whatever it is, wherever you're at. Know that I love you, but Jesus loves you so much more. I'll see y'all later.